everybody, and welcome to UCW Thursday Night Spotlight, as we will be continuing the Universal Cup here tonight. All 4 matches will be the remaining 4 matches in the opening round of the Universal Cup tournament. So every match has big implications. Don't go anywhere just yet. Once again, every match will be a Universal Cup tournament matchup. And if you remember from Voltage, the Universal Cup is a 16-man tournament to determine number 1 contender for the world title at Summer Bash.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring by way of Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 292 pounds, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, GALLOWS.
Bullet Club well represented here in the tournament. All 4 members of Bullet Club have qualified for a tournament. We saw Finn Balor qualify. Well, we saw Finn Balor win his opening round matchup on Voltage. He defeated Tommaso Ciampa. Here's Luke Gallows of Bullet Club. He's one half of the tag team champions with KARL Anderson. And Luke Gallows is the number 7 seed in the tournament. Here comes the 10 seed, the former television champion. He lost the title 1 week ago on the last episode of SpotLight.
Here's his opponent from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 200 pounds, Roderick Strong.
Roddy Strong, the 10 seed. He's a member of rival faction, the Undisputed Era. So it's a little rival, well, a little faction versus faction action going here. And Roddy, the only member of Undisputed Era to make it into this tournament. He's been the most successful man out of Undisputed Era. That's why he's here. Again, he lost the television title last episode of Spotlight to the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. He's also coming off of unsuccessfully winning the Mount Olympus match at Mount Olympus. He goes right after Gallows to start the match, but Gallows too big, takes him down, and now he's gonna put the pressure on the lower back. Be interesting to see the tactics these two use against each other and where the fans side, because both these guys are notoriously not liked by the fans. Oh, one for a shoulder tackle, good evasion by Strong. Leapfrogs over chop, chop, and that barely had any effect on Gallows, but that did, the Olympic slam. Both Undisputed Era and Bullet Club known for their underhanded tactics. Strong's gonna have the technical advantage and the speed advantage. Gallows has the size and power advantage. Running STO by Roderick Strong there, takes down one half of the tag team champions. The Gallows and Anderson will both be in action here tonight. They're both the tag champs. But looking to get some possible singles gold in their future as well. Oh. He'd have to probably say on the whole, good takedown there, that Bullet Club is probably as a unit been the most successful of the 3 factions here, that being out of Bullet Club, Undisputed Era, and the Elite. The Elite did have the world titles. Kenny Omega was the first ever champion, but he lost the title back at Mount Olympus, and then lost on Voltage in his opening round matchup to AJ Styles. Ooh, into the cover here. Look, say Bullet Club is the most successful of the 3 factions thus far, is because Gallows and Anderson, both as a team and as single stars thus far, are undefeated. They're still the tag team champions. And AJ and Finn Balor, they've been a little bit like hit and miss, but I'd say they've had more hits than misses. So as a whole, that unit's been pretty good. It's now Gallows now looking to take control and establish dominance. Takes down Strong, got chin lock on him. Just trying to slow it down. The slower pace will definitely favor Gallows in this matchup. Roddy wants to keep it quick and wants to keep spacing between the 2 of them. Gallows wants to keep it slow, methodical, and up close. And but he can't build up a head of steam just like that if he needs to or chooses to. Now if he pulls him back in tight again, a Saito suplex takes him down. That was too sweet, says Luke Gallows. Roddy now rolling out to the apron to try to catch some air, and he hits a right hand across the mouth. Right across the jaw. I think this is the way most of us probably thought it would go. Oh, good evasion done by Roddy. Is that Gallows would eventually start to probably put pressure and overwhelm Roderick Strong due to his size and power advantage. Gallows up, clothesline, ducked by Strong. Strong trying to get out of there. Oh, up and down he goes. Oh, man. And Gallows tossing him back in the ring. Oh, elbow. Oh, God. Big man going for it. Big leg drop across the apron. And Strong, he's usually used to the one controlling matches, not used to being the one being controlled. He's in a lot of trouble. Gallows got him up. Yasuka street cutter. And a backbreaker, and Gallows. Firm control this matchup. He might be closing in on a victory against the former television champion in a minute here. Oh! Up under the chin with a forearm. Goes Strong, a clothesline, Exibone. Right in the corner. Oh! But Gallows able to recover real quick. Flying shoulder tackle, and again Roderick Strong tries to find some sort of refuge on the apron. Gallows coming after him. Another right hand takes him down to the floor. And he's feeling good about himself. Gallows up. Roddy creating some separation. He's trying to get some breathing room here. Gallows in pursuit. Roddy, big right hand. He's got him up. There he goes. Olympic slam. And the momentum may be about to shift now. Right, Strong, underhanded tactic, using his feet on the ropes to gain leverage, but Gallows powers out at one. Gut shot. Oh, no, he's got you checked, buddy. Pump handle slam. Didn't even slam him, he just let him fall. Gallows now, body on body, pressing the shoulders down on the mat. One. Only one count on Strong, though. He's a defiant kick out there, too. Gallows once again with a hold of him, though. Roddy's going to have to come up with a new strategy. He's getting overwhelmed by the big man. Whoop. Whips him down. Oh, boom. Knee into the ground. And Gallows wipes the sweat from his brow. He says, this is a cakewalk. It's easy. And Roderick Strong began to take a beating. We have seen that he is quite resilient. We said that, oh, big clothesline, that he is good enough to win on his own. He doesn't necessarily, oh, uppercut. Doesn't necessarily need to use those underhanded tactics or interferences from his Undisputed Era members. He's good enough to get it done on his own. But right now, he's going to have to prove that he can, because there's nobody at ringside for him this time around. And he's in a world of hurting without his teammates by his side. As we saw when he was defending that title, the TV title, he had his teammates at ringside with him. And he's out here for this tournament match by himself. Can he prove it to himself that he can get it done? Now we saw him in these first few weeks of UCW. Was pretty impressive when he was on his own. And then when he became TV champion, started using Undisputed Era members at his side. Oh, Gallows. Maybe he became a little bit too reliant on his teammates, but he's continuing to fight. He's not backing down from Gallows. Oh, right hand. He showed good resilience by even staying into this match up to this point, but this may be about to do it. Oh, water wheel slam. I think Gallows is about to polish him off. Yeah, he's going for the choke slam. Strong tried to block it, not gonna happen. Goodbye. Choke slam, that is it. Look at Gallows. Look at Strong. He spread eagle on the floor. Oh, God. Gallows isn't done with him. Oh, no. He's going for the Gallows pull for good measure. That wasn't necessary, but he did it anyway. Gallows gets no. Roger kicked out. He kicked out of that, triple A combo. The water wheel slam, the choke slam, the Gallows pull, and he kicked out. So, I mean, Roderick's very resilient. He can get stuff done on his own. He's shown great determination, but now he has to find a way to get back on the offensive. He can't just keep taking a beating just because he has the ability to. He's got him up! but Gallows counters. How at this point in the match was he able to lift the big man up like that? The spiking counter, that was still impressive. Now Gallows, he's gonna change strategy, looking for submission. Roderick trying to grab the ropes, and he does. He reaches out his left hand, gets the rope break. Camel clutch, not getting it done quite yet. Oh, Gallows, big splash. That might be it. No, Roddy continues the fight on. I said though, he's tremendously resilient, but he can't just keep taking a beating. He has to get on the offense. Gallows, oh, tossing strong. A big right hand, missed. Here comes Roddy, trying to fight back. Got his kick caught though, and now once again, submission. Boston Crab, but he's right in the ropes. He grabbed the rope immediately. He still got it hooked. Gallows like, get off that rope, son. Roddy trying to get some separation. He's got him up again. What you got in here? Oh, gutbuster! What a move by Strong. You might knock the wind out of Gallows. Let's see. 1, 2. He got him! Roddy got him! Roderick Strong moves on to round 2. To the quarterfinals. Wow! He pulled that one out of nowhere. Roderick Strong proving he can get it done by himself. And Luke Gallows takes his first loss in his UCW career. I thought this was it. Bam! The Gallows, well, I thought he was done after the chokeslam. Gallows wanted to put an exclamation point on it. It still wasn't enough. See, I think Roderick, he was going for that same move right there, but got countered. But he stuck with it, went for a second time, he lit, and he knocked the wind out of Luke Gallows. Hey, big man can't breathe, he can't fight. And Roderick Strong, undisputed era, moving on. Congratulations, Roderick Strong. Yeah, wipe the sweat. You earned that victory. Some of your past victories have been questionable, but that one right there was 110% earned. Congratulations to Roderick Strong. We saw one Bullet Club member make it through on Voltage, and now one fall. Well, 2 make it actually. Styles and Balor both made it through on Voltage, but now Gallows of Bullet Club takes the fall in this last matchup. Let's see if the 4th member can make it.
Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 213 pounds, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, KARL Anderson.
KARL Anderson now, the 4th and final member of Bullet Club to take a shot here in the opening contest, in the opening rounds of the Universal Cup. He's still undefeated in his own right. He just saw his tag team partner take his first loss. KARL Anderson going to try to avoid having that happen to him. But he's got to go up against a big man. We saw Roderick Strong go up against the bigger Luke Gallows. KARL Anderson's got to go up against a bigger man. And by the way, KARL Anderson is the number 6 seed. And his opponent coming out right here is the number 11 seed. It is the Mastodon, Big Van Vader. Another matchup of 2 non-fan favorites. But a big time matchup nonetheless.
And his opponent from the Rocky Mountains, weighing in at 456 pounds, VADER.
The Mastodon Vader, former #1 contender for the Intercontinental title back at Genesis, failing to win the Intercontinental title, but still has enough wins on his side to warrant himself being in this tournament. Looking to get back into singles title contention. Yeah. One of the coolest entrances in the biz. You're in for a world of hurting. Mr. KARL Anderson. Can Anderson remain undefeated and qualify for the quarterfinals? He is favored by seating position. He's the number 6. And Vader's the number 11. I don't know. To KARL Anderson's credit, he is a vastly underrated singles competitor. He's mostly known as a tag team guy, but he is a vastly underrated singles guy. He's got a chance to prove himself big time here against Big Van Vader. He's going right after Vader. He's not backing down, and he's back Vader into the corner. But Vader counters. Now he's got Anderson corner. No. And here comes Anderson. Coming back at him again. Vader trying to stop him. Oh, chopped him right in the neck, and now this is it already. Bam! Gorilla press. Oh, Anderson getting out the way. Running in. Oh, the athleticism of Vader. Big drop kick. That caught me and especially KARL Anderson off guard. Oh, body blow. Anderson not backing down. I respect the hustle. Oh! I think that was a good way to get the early advantage on Vader, because Vader wouldn't expect somebody like KARL Anderson to try that, to go right after him. I think to start the match, that is good strategy. Go right after Vader. They'll get you an early advantage. He's not expecting it. But then you're going to have to change it up. I think Anderson pressed the attack a little too aggressively. Oh, chops the knee out of Vader as he applied the nerve hold. And I really don't like seeing that move. It really gets on my nerves. Oh! Counters the back suplex to Vader! Clothesline! He gave Anderson a right hand to get out of that suplex and followed up with a big lariat. I think this is a surprise to nobody. Vader putting the attack in, and this move really gets on my nerves. This nerve hold. I think everybody expected this. Vader would be the dominant force in this match. Ooh! Have mercy! So, seriously, have mercy. That is way too much. They can end someone's career. Now Vader, he's putting the pain out of Anderson. Oh! Gets free. Anderson trying to find a way. Alice drops the big man on his neck. That'll buy him some time, but Vader gets back to his feet rather quickly. He will not stay down. Anderson maybe now changing strategy, targeting the neck now perhaps. Oh, I think he is. That was right across the top of the chest area. I think that's good strategy. I'll soften up the neck for the gun stun if he can even manage to hit that. But if he can, a softened up neck will definitely help. Slips free and after the neck again, reverse DDT. And Vader now clutching at the neck. Anderson sees it, goes right on the offensive. Vader's hurt. Not often we see Vader in a compromising position like that. And now we're looking to take out the knees of the big man. Oh, that's also a good strategy. Against a larger opponent, you take away their base, then that's a lot of weight pressing down on an injured body part. He's going to alternate maybe between the neck and the legs. Now going back after the neck, trying to choke the life out of Vader. Anderson has to take advantage of every chance he has, because Vader will give him next to none. We saw Vader pressing the attack for most of the matchup here in the early stages, but now Anderson finds himself on top. Now continuing to rain down shots on Vader while he's got him grounded. Now Anderson, oh, he's thinking high impact now. Vader's still dazed and confused on the floor. Anderson off the top, no! Maybe took too much time, got out of his element. Now he gets dropped on his neck by Vader. Big German suplex. Following the anti-air evasion. Cover. 1, 2, and oh, Anderson kicks out. That's a lot of weight to press off your chest. Double leg by Anderson. Man, he says it's over. I don't know about that. It's going to take a little bit more to put Vader down, man. Oh! Backdrop. He tried to continue the back to the neck and no! Vader! Vader's out for blood. He's out to kill. He's out to maim. Oh! Big kick by Anderson. But Bullet Club thrives on viciousness as well. in the cover here. 1. Not even a 2. Vader kicks out real quick. Anderson in trouble now. Ooh. Oh, God. Ooh, stinger splash. Vader showing everybody how to use your weight to your advantage, throwing his weight around in this matchup. It has devastated Anderson's freaking sternum. Anderson now back to the knee, dragon screw leg whip. Anderson, big boy senton. Though he ain't quite the big boy compared to Vader. That back senton, everybody loves a good senton splash. And Anderson now maybe getting a little overzealous here. Gut shot, oh, caught. I think he might have been set up for the rocket kick. It's been a very effective maneuver for him here in UCW. That might have been why he's confident. He's about to get choke slammed now, though. Oh, counters Vader's choke slam. Trying to pick him up, no. Countered, lariat, ducked. Anderson, oh, he's got a hold of the neck again. Now slamming Vader into the top turnbuckle. And he's gonna go to town. Trying to concuss the Mastodon Vader. Both men go down. Cover. Oh, you got 2 count on Vader. He's getting closer. Oh, he's thinking rocket kick, but once again scouted by Vader. Stop across the head. Back and forth we go, both trying to get control of the matchup. It's been a little even now these last couple minutes. Oh, counters the kick. Oh, God. No, he's induced the ricochet. No. Ah! Vader bombing, that is it. Nobody's kicking out of that. Vader to the quarterfinals. And Anderson, like his tag team partner Gallows, eats his first loss. Oh, that lariat laid his ass out. Vader's back and more powerful than ever. Some get on that roll pre-Genesis and have a little bit of a struggle post-Genesis before Mount Olympus. Though he didn't have that win over Ricochet recently to maybe get back some momentum, and after that matchup, I think Vader is back. The big man is through to the quarterfinals. We'll figure out who his opponent in the next round is coming up in the next match. The next matchup winner will take on Vader in the quarterfinals. Highly impressive for Vader, and unfortunately for Anderson, he eats his first loss. But his record here in UCW is still astounding. That only drops him to 7-1.
Here's your winner, Vader.
It's unfortunate for him that it had to come in a pivotal matchup with potential title implications on the line if he can make it all the way through, man. But he's out in round 1, just like Gallows. They're going to have to be sitting in the back watching their Bullet Club brethren Styles and Balor go on it from here. But Vader's through to the quarterfinals. Yeah. Here we go, up next. The man who is still your inaugural Intercontinental Champion to this date. And he's the number 3 seed. IC Champion, the Rollinator, Seth Rollins, coming off a successful title defense against Andrade at Mount Olympus.
Making his way to the ring from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins. first ever Intercontinental Champion in UCW history and still the Intercontinental Champion. He is seated at the number 3 position due to his continued defense of his title. And Seth Rollins. Excuse me. He's also undefeated, like we said before, with, whoops. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. He's undefeated, like we said, with Gallows and Anderson earlier. But unlike them, can he continue his undefeated streak? He is the undefeated 7-0 Intercontinental Champion. Here comes the number 14 seed. This is a matchup between the number 3 and number 14. Daniel Bryan also coming off a big win at the Metal Olympics.
His opponent from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds,
Daniel Bryan at Mount Olympus defeated Tetsuya Naito in a big win on a pay-per-view like that. It's what allowed him to barely squeak in to this tournament at the number 14 seed. He's had a shaky start here to UCW. So I think he's lucky to be in this tournament, but a high-profile win on a pay-per-view is what got him the weight and the merit to barely squeak in as a low-seeded participant. But Daniel Bryan, despite that, still regarded as one of the best in the business. It's just a matter of time before he gets on a roll. And he can start that no better time than right now here in the Universal Cup. Looking to become number 1 contender for the world title. But in addition to that, he's now currently facing the current reigning defending Intercontinental Champion in a non-title affair. You'd have to imagine that regardless of what happens the rest of the tournament, if he beats Seth Rollins, that would put him in, like, you'd have to say front of the line, number 1 contender for Seth's Intercontinental Championship. So Bryan could be, right now, he's potentially now fighting for contendership for 2 separate titles. Quick hire by Rollins. And Rollins, he is the Intercontinental Champion, but everybody on the roster wants to be the World Champion. So that's why Seth's in this tournament. He wants to get into world title contendership himself as well. But again, he also runs that risk of losing to somebody and then that person then being able to contend for his title. Rollins kicked to the gut. Now he's got him up. Buckle bomb early in the matchup from Rollins. One of his trademark maneuvers. Now Rollins traps the arm. Rollins looking for a submission on the submission specialist, Daniel Bryan. Look at this arm wrench. Again, Bryan a taste of his own medicine, but early in the matchup, Bryan able to roll out of the submission pretty early, and a European uppercut takes down Seth Rollins. This is a big matchup for everybody. Every matchup in the tournament is huge, because it's either you win or go home. But this one has extra implications on it for Bryan and Rollins. This could be a potential Intercontinental title match on top of things. Oh, back elbow. Excuse me. And a roundhouse kick to the head of Rollins. Seth Rollins, yeah, he runs that risk of potentially creating a number 1 contender for his title, which would then mean, wait a minute here. Oh, shin breaker. And combos it with the dragon screw leg whip. Very nice. Runs back to his feet really quickly though. An X-bomber in the corner. But for Seth Rollins, if you were to lose somebody and that person becomes number 1 contender for his title, that means he would then have to be defending his title against somebody who's already beaten him. So that person would already have the mental edge over him. Oh, calf kick by Rollins. But I know Seth Rollins, he don't plan on losing. He plans to run the table in this tournament. And hey, him being the number 3 seed and the current Intercontinental Champion and having an undefeated record here in UCW, that tells you he definitely has the ability to do just that. It's just only a matter of going out there and getting it done. But no matchup will be easy. It's the top 16 contenders in this tournament. So you have to beat the best of the best to then take on the best. Ooh! You have to subject yourself to a grueling tournament over these next 3 weeks. Just to earn a shot to challenge for the world title. This Rollins now has Bryan in the corner. Bryan fights out with a kick. He's got him trapped. Back suplex to the Intercontinental Champion. Daniel Bryan getting the crowd pumped up into it now. Both these men are fan favorites, but I think Daniel Bryan has a slightly better connection with the fans. We saw earlier two matchups between people who are not liked by the fans. This is a matchup of two people who are loved by the fans. Ducks the clothesline, and Bryan fired up, quickening the pace, and Rollins unable to keep up with him. Here goes Bryan looking for these Muay Thai kicks, the yes kicks. This is how he beat Naito at Mount Olympus. Oh, headshot. Oh, but Rollins tried to get out. He tried to roll the ring. Bryan doesn't let him in. A big roundhouse kick. Another shot to the head. He could be out. He's going to try it. He just ate 2 kicks to the head in a row. 2. No, Rollins still in it, but oh, he's shaking his head. Trying to shake the cobwebs free. Rollins. Fighting spirit. Counters. Oh, he's got the arm trap. Boom! Ripcord knee strike. 1, 2. Almost knocked Bryan unconscious with that one. That move has the potential to be a one-hitter quitter. Not quite though for Rollins. He was able to bounce back though pretty well. But Bryan counters back, looking to continue to press the attack on the Intercontinental Champion. Oh. Every title's prestigious, but everybody wants that World Championship. Now Rollins now trying to fire up in the crowd, getting behind Rollins now. And that's Rollins quickening the pace forward. A second one. Sling blade a la Tanahashi. Rollins now quickening the pace, getting back into it. Heard some yes chants. And Bryan responds, fighting back, getting fired up. He gave him a forearm of his own, but Rollins now, oh, big uppercut by Bryan. And a gut shot. And a leg kick. There goes Bryan once again. These deadly kicks to get him in a kneeling position, now raining down on him. Looking for it again, got him. And I think that, oh, he's not done yet. He respects the resilience of the Intercontinental Champion. Oh. Rollins fights free. He might have been right because Rollins is still continuing to fight. Bryan respects the resilience of Seth Rollins. Feels it's going to take more to put him down. And seeing by the immediate fight back, the pushback by Rollins, I think Bryan was right. Rollins still has more fight in him. But Bryan, he's been in control these last few minutes. Oh! That was a good strategy. Try to take out the leg real quick before you go for the pin. Leg might be in too much pain to kick out. But now Bryan, he's looking for the kill shot. Out of the corner. Who's psycho knee? Got him! Right on the button, and that is it. He's about to defeat the IC champ. Rollins kicked out. Bryan, besides that, he can't believe it. He thought that was it, and so did I. He's going to try it again. He's going for it again. He's going back to the well. He's not going to dwell on it. He's like, oh, knee. No, Rollins saw it coming that time. But, oh, walks right into an uppercut. Rollins, he's having a hard time getting on the offensive. Bryan charging in. Oh, Gary got him. Bryan stunned. Rollins back in. Oh. Again gets taken out. Rollins cut him off. Well, Bryan cut Rollins off at the pass once again. Bryan into the cover here. Wait, he's got the ropes. Referee, he's got the ropes. Referee didn't see it. Daniel Bryan beats Seth Rollins, but that is highly questionable. Rollins grabbed the ropes well before the count.
Here's your winner, Daniel Bryan.
Rollins, he grabbed the ropes well before Bryan got the 3 count. I don't know if Daniel Bryan even realizes it. He's celebrating. I don't know if he knows Rollins grabbed the ropes either. I saw it. You saw it. Because we had a good camera angle on it. Referee didn't see it. But nonetheless, Daniel Bryan just upset the Intercontinental Champion. The number 3 seed is out. And the 14 seed is into the quarterfinals. We're seeing big upsets in this tournament. The 1 seed got beat by the 16 seed. The 3 seed just got beat by the 14. Up next in our main event, it's a matchup of the 2 and the 15. Could we see another huge upset? Could we see the top 3 contenders, the top 3 seeded participants all eliminated in round 1? We'll see coming up next. Regardless, congratulations to Daniel Bryan. Here we go, main event matchup, and is the final match of the opening round of the Universal Cup Tournament. And here comes the number 2 seed, the King of Strong Style. Here comes Shin.
Making his way to the ring from KARL, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke
Nakamura has been in the top 5 in contendership ever since the start of UCW, has yet to get a title match though. He had a chance to get into that number 1 spot, but he fell short to Chris Jericho. Him and Chris Jericho, who were the 1 and 2, the 2 and 3 seeds at the time respectively. At our past pay-per-view, Mount Olympus, they did battle, and Chris Jericho defeated Shinsuke Nakamura smack dab in the center of that ring. Hence elevating Jericho to number 1 and Nakamura to only number 2. But he has a chance to once again prove himself and get to the top by winning this tournament. This is going to be a battle, though, of Japanese legends. Here comes the 15 seed.
From Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 236 pounds, Katsuyori Otunga.
And this placement of him at number 15 has to be shocking to many people. Heading into the start of UCW, many people have expected Okada to be the top man in the company, to be the first ever champion. And he nearly was in the pre-Universe Mode tournaments. He made it to the finals against Kenny Omega to crown the first ever men's world champion, but he fell short to Omega. Which isn't too hard to believe. Those two are arguably the 2 best. But ever since then, Okada, he went on a big, massive losing streak. It has now only recently possibly started to get his mojo back. He won that last chance battle royal, last eliminating Jay White to qualify for Mount Olympus. And he came close to winning Mount Olympus, but did not. In case you didn't know, Johnny Gargano is the current holder of Pandora's Box. He won the men's Mount Olympus ladder match. That's why Gargano is not in this tournament. He's already guaranteed a title match whenever he wants. These two start out. Again, Nakamura, the number 2 seed. KAZUCHIKA Okada, the number 15. We've already seen the number 1 and 3 seeds eliminated here in the opening round. Will the number 2 seed get upset as well? Nakamura says no. And him and Okada starting out with some grappling here as he counters out of Okada's choke on the ground, top wrist lock, and then sweeps the leg. Forearm, sidestep, and Okada with a back kick and a big 10-star drop kick. Arguably the best drop kick in the business. So Okada's got the battle pants on here tonight and the red hair. Nakamura always with the red pants and a big flying drop kick, single leg drop kick. That's been one of his most effective tools and weapons here in UCW, is that flying single leg drop kick. Constantly bails him out. Big Japanese forearm sends Okada back in the corner. Okada fighting out and a drop kick. So if you had to compare the Okada's drop kick versus Nakamura's single leg drop kick, I'd give the advantage to Okada's drop kick. Fights out and a Michinoku driver. Oh, head kick. from the ground position. Okada comes back in, this time changes it up with a swinging neck breaker. Sweeps the leg, does Nakamura. Takes him down. It wasn't too long ago. Oh! If you remember the episode of Voltage, the go-home episode of Voltage. Oh, wait a minute, look at these. Mini Rainmakers. Mini Rainmaker. Mini Rainmaker. That's something. Oh, mocking Nakamura with the camera. Okada can play it cocky sometimes too. And a cover here. Kick out only one. If you remember in the go-home show Voltage heading into Genesis, you know, Nakamura at that time was embroiled in a bit of a spat, a feud with Finn Balor, and he was outnumbered by the members of Bullet Club. It was Okada who came to Nakamura's side as a tag team partner that night. It was Okada and Nakamura versus Balor and Styles in a tag team match that night. So these two do have they do have a good deal of respect for one another in a friendship. Again, this is once again a matchup between two fan favorites, and these two may like or even respect each other, but based on the seeding, they must fight each other. And Okada now, showing a little bit of disrespect there, grating the face of Nakamura. The Okada people have been whispering in his ear saying he doesn't have it anymore, he doesn't have what it takes anymore. Oh, Nakamura just tanked that shot and giving it right back to him. You do not mess with the king of strong style. Oh, kick. Big kick to the face, missed. Back and forth. Shot to the back. Okada, wait a minute. Tombstone, looking for the early win. No, he's not done yet. Oh, God. Curb stops, rapid fire, giving it to Nakamura. Cover here. 1, 2. Oh! I thought that might have been it. That was real close. Okada looking for the win here. Looking to silence the rumors that he doesn't have it anymore. Looking to take out the 2 seed. Rainmaker! Cover! 1, 2, 3. He did it! Okada might be back for good, baby! And Okada, with that victory, is now through to the quarterfinals to take on Roderick Strong. The number 1, the number 2, and the number 3 seed all defeated in the opening round of the tournament. Jericho, Nakamura, and Rollins, 3 of the most heavily featured and heavily successful in the top main event level scene of UCW, are all out in round 1. And Okada, the man who most people probably would have thought would have been the top man in the promotion, who's been on a big, massive downfall as of late, may have just in one emphatic move proven that he is back to that level. Okada will be taking on Roderick Strong. And let me quickly run down the quarterfinals matchups as they now stand. There'll be the 16th seed, Michael Elgin, versus the 8th seed, Finn Balor. The 4th seed, Jay White, versus the 12th seed, AJ Styles. The 15th seed, Okada, versus the 10th seed, Roderick Strong. And the 14th seed, Daniel Bryan, against the 11th seed, Big Van Vader. Those are the matchups now heading into the quarterfinals of the Universal Cup. We'll see those 4 matchups coming up on the next episode of Voltage, as well as more matchups and more intriguing stories. We'll see you next time on Voltage. Thank you for joining me here tonight. We're out.